I just feel this excitement inside of me right now. So the first prompt. Hello and welcome to my new video. This one will be about the Lightfall readathon. It's from the 9th to the 17th December and part of the Aurelian Academy, which was created by Bookrose. I'll link the Lightfall announcement in the description below. And feel free to check out Bookrose's other videos about the readathon. They are just amazing. And sorry if my voice sounds weird in between. I seem to have gotten a cold and it's affecting my voice. Back to Lightfall. During Lightfall, our characters are going to explore the old Faber Pass, which is the village nearby the academy. There are 7 prompts in total, 6 for reading and 1 for something else. I don't think I get even close to finishing over prompts, but I still prepared my TBR for everything, just in case. Without further ado, let's jump right in. I like to pick my TBRs from my physical stack of books first, because it's really huge. Since my move at the beginning of the year, most of my books are still in boxes in the cellar. However, since I track everything with the story graph, I still know which books I own and can check there to see if any of the box set books would actually fit my TBR. And then I go check on Everend if it's included in my subscription, so I can listen to it as an audiobook without having to drag up all the boxes or risk buying a book twice. So yeah, and I'm also not going to annoy my partner about my books that much. I still do, but not as much. Yeah. So the first prompt is for a store called Occult Premonitions. And the prompt is to read a book based on a tarot card. So I pulled my card, it's this one. The 8 of Cups. And I'm going to pick my book based on the illustration, and there's one book that's jumped immediately to my mind, which is this one, The Dream Quest of Vellitt by Keith Johnson. And I've been wanting to read this one for a long while. I think it was also on every readathon list I made this year. So maybe this time it's the charm. And as you can see, if you hold them up next to each other, you can see they just fit so much to each other, so well together that, yeah, it's fate, right? I need to read this, right? Well, we will see. On to the next one, yeah? This one is for the Old Cat Craft Cafe, and the prompt is to listen to an audiobook while crafting, or a book with craft in the title. I'm super excited about this prompt because I've been obsessed with crocheting things lately, and still want to finish 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 or 6 or so many projects as gifts for Christmas. So I'm going to listen to an audiobook while crocheting. At least that's the plan. I don't know which audiobook I'm gonna listen to. I'm just gonna decide on a whim which one fits my fancy the most when it's time. It's probably going to be around 8 to 9 hours. Because I don't like to listen to audiobooks that are longer than that usually, because my attention span is just not that good. Then the next step would be Shank and Shaw, a legitimate retailer, and the prompt is to steal a book from someone else's TBR. For this, I scrolled through all the amazing TBRs already posted in the Aurelian's Discord server and landed on A Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking by Kingfisher. I don't own that one, but I checked and it's available as an audiobook with my Everend subscription, so I'm going to listen to that. Then there's Wallace's Wonderful Winter Wenny Mills. I love titles of all the shops, but they are such a pain to pronounce. My mouth just doesn't want to do the sounds. I don't know, but it's wonderful, really. I'm not gonna complain about the titles of the shops because they are so good. Like everything, so many details. I love it. So yeah, the prompt for that shop is a book with snow or ice on the cover, and I actually got quite a few options for this one. First, there's this one, The Spy Who Came In From the Code by John le Carré. The only problem with this one is that it's the third book in the Smiley series, and I still haven't read the second one. I read the first. I still haven't read the second one, but I managed to fit it in another prompt later on, and yeah, so maybe, I don't know, maybe. Then there's also this one, Winter's Gifts by Ben Aaronovitch, which is a novella set in the Rivers of London universe. I love the series, and this one is about FBI Special Agent Kimberly Reynolds. So yeah, this might fit, but yeah, I'm not too sure about the cover because it's just white. As you can see, it's white. So yeah, white and winter in the title. So maybe, I'm not sure if I'm stretching it a bit with this. And of course, there's a third option for me, which is Hercule Poirot's Christmas by Agatha Christie. I'm going to listen to this one on audio anyway, because it's part of a book club I'm in for December. So, and I saw that the cover is like I'm gonna probably put it in here. So yeah, I hope you can see it here. So the cover has snow on it. So yeah, this would be a fit, easy fit, because I am going to read it anyway. So yeah, this is probably going to be the one I go with. Then we are already on the second to last reading prompt, which is for Smith and Friends and Sons, Cane Goods and Such, which is the last book you added to your want to read list. For me, this is Hell Followed With Us by, let me check the author, by Andrew Joseph White. And don't you just love this cover? Yeah, I love this cover a lot. So basically, I picked this up because the cover is so great and catching, and I love the title. And I read somewhere that it's also got autism rep, which I'm really interested in. So yeah, the only downside to this is that it's the longest book on my TBR, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna have the time to read it. But if I don't read it this time, I'm definitely going to make it a priority in the new year. So yeah, and then we're already on the final reading prompt, which is for the Oteus bookstore, and it's a book you wanted to read this year but had not had the chance to yet. So I've got two options for this. One is the already mentioned second book in the Smiley series by John le Carré, A Murder of Quality. This is a small book, so this would be a good fit for it, I think. The other one is by Garth Nix, and it's called The Left-Handed Booksellers of London. I've been on kind of a Garth Nix reading spree this year, so maybe it would be a good way to finish the year off with just another one of his books. So yeah, I've really fallen for his writing this year. I mean, I've known him since a long time, but this year I've read a lot of his books. So yeah, and when we have the one prompt that is left, which is not a reading prompt, but something else, something you get to do. It's for the Rich Pigeon Club. No, it's for the Rich Pigeon Pub. These titles are kind of, it's like tongue twisters, I think it's called in English. It's like tongue twisters. I stumble across this a lot, and I'm talking too fast to pronounce it correctly. So the Rich Pigeon Pub. And yeah, so the prompt is to reach out to someone this festive season. This is something I love to do anyway, and I encourage everyone to do as well, because it's just nice to talk to people you wouldn't normally talk to, maybe, and someone you haven't talked to in a while, and just let them know that you're still thinking of them and to give them some of your time. So I really like this prompt, and I'm also really looking forward to that. And with that, we are already at the end of my TBR for Lightfall. I love making lists for readathons because I can source all of my books from my home library to see if some of them would fit. I got a huge amount of books still unread on my shelves, like, boxes in the cellar and some here at home. So yeah, I got a huge library. And even if there's a book I want to read, I am going to check with my library or Everend subscription first if I got it, so I don't have to buy new books constantly. I still do, but not as much since I got that. Especially I like to listen to audiobooks, and I like to source my audiobooks from Everend or my library because it's very convenient. So, and the other thing is that I'm a huge mood reader, so I'm just gonna pick up whatever book tickles my fancy in the moment. So I might decide to completely disregard all the books I just showed you and pick up something else instead come the weekend. So yeah, that's that. The general goal for me with readathon is just to cut it up, read books, and have some hot, nice beverages of my choice, which I'm not sure what will be, but just have some nice beverages and enjoy my time reading. And also, the other part of the readathon I really enjoy is the community aspect. So I'm really looking forward to engaging with the other people on the already on Discord server and just sharing our progress and all of that. So yeah, I might not finish all the prompts, but I'm definitely gonna do at least one, I think. So that's my goal. In general, just finish one of these prompts and then I'm happy. So yeah, let me show you again. Let's see if I can open them up. But yeah, these are all the physical books. These are all the physical books I have chosen as my maybe TBR, and there's also a few more audiobooks. I think I mentioned free audiobooks. Yeah, free audiobooks, but I've also mentioned as options for this. Yeah. So this is basically my TBR, and I hope you enjoyed watching this bookish type of video from me. And if you see me looking down over time, it's because I have to take notes for my videos because my mind is like a big, huge black hole. I will just forget what I wanted to say over time, so I have to script at least a bit of it. So excuse me if I'm just looking down all the time, just to also remember the prompts and the shops, and I still haven't figured out my setup to make that look better. So yeah, thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, let me know in the comments if you want to see more topics like these, like me talking about books and all of that. If you want to know anything more about the books I showed you in this video, I'm gonna list them below, I think. So you can just check them out on whatever website you want. And I really recommend checking out the readathon in general. There are, like with Lightfall is like an off-season event during December, but the two main events are in April and August. And they are so much fun. It's a huge challenge, admittedly, but it's like you can do it with friends together. I have a few closer friends who I'm always chatting about with it, and we're sharing the new announcements. And the community aspect of a readathon is really, really great. Like, you're not reading alone. You are there, and there are tons of other people just reading with you as well. I love that so much. And it doesn't even matter what kind of books you read. You can read totally different genres, but you're all united with one challenge. And there's also what makes this one really, really amazing is the story behind it. Like, there's this academy, and you are a student who goes there, and the universe is completely self-made by Book Roast, or G, as she's called. And it's so much. I love it. It's great. Not look at me rambling, but I love talking about books. So great. So yeah, I just feel this excitement inside of me right now. I know, I feel weird. So I don't know how. I wanted to end this video a long time ago. So again, let me know in the comments if you want to see more about me rambling. Have a nice evening, everyone. Bye.